Today on Domestic Dad, I'm going to make my favorite cookie. It's going to be a peanut butter cookie, but it's going to be one of those soft ones. It's almost going to have the same consistency as a chocolate chip cookie, but it's going to be full of peanut butter, richness, deliciousness, and soft. Soft. It's going to be phenomenal. Okay, so we're going to get started here today. We have all our ingredients here. We're going to weigh pretty much everything out just to make sure that everything's up to standards and make sure that we have enough of all of our ingredients. Okay, so we got some peanut butter, we got some baking soda, baking powder, we have dark brown sugar. If you need to make some your own in a pinch, just add some molasses. 2 tablespoons of molasses to 1 cup of regular sugar, and that is going to make yourself some brown sugar so that you can have enough for the mixture. We have the flour, regular sugar, a little bit of salt, just again to give that peanut butter a little brightness and a little flavor here. Alright, so we are going to start measuring out all of our ingredients right into our bowl right here. Again, like I said, we are going to try to measure and use our scale, but these numbers will be in the description so that you can see how much you need. But we are going to need 256 grams of peanut butter. So as we're going to start to pour that out into our mixture, we are going to make sure that it's in the right units. But again, 256 grams of peanut butter as we pour it on in, and there we are. We got 256. Then next, we are going to need 16 ounces of butter. We love to use Carrot Gold here in the Domestic Dad household. So we're going to take that softened butter, go ahead and put it all right into the container of our mixture of peanut butter. And then next, we are going to need 100 grams of brown sugar. Okay, again, we really want to make sure it's that dark brown sugar that we have here today to make sure that it gives it that richness that it needs. So again, we are going to take our brown sugar. We are going to weigh out 100 grams right here. Getting closer. All right, there's our 100 grams of brown sugar. Then next, we are going to take our vanilla. Again, same vanilla we used during our coffee creamer. It's going to be about 1 tablespoon of vanilla. So we're going to add that right into our mixture. And then we are going to add our teaspoon of our baking powder and also our baking soda. Okay, so we're going to measure this out. 1, 2, that is going to be 1 tablespoon. And then we are going to go over to our baking soda. 1, 2, perfect. And then we are going to be adding about 304 grams of our all-purpose flour. Any flour will do. All-purpose flour, it's going to be phenomenal. Again, we're going to add 304 grams of flour into our mixture. And what's great about these peanut butter cookies, you really can just dump and go, just making sure everything's measured out phenomenally. Again, we're getting that 280, 300, perfect. And then next, we're going to take 2 eggs that have been sitting out for about 30 minutes outside of the fridge, and we're going to crack them into the bowl, but we're going to do them one at a time once this gets going and gets started here. So we're going to go ahead and insert that onto our stand mixer, just like so. Just like so. And we have our mixer right here. If you don't have a stand mixer, that is okay. This can be done all in a bowl, with a hand mixer, or even using our hands. It's going to be a little more elbow grease, a little more work. But again, we're going to start setting this on low. Make sure we prop that up into our stand and start to incorporate all of the ingredients before we add our eggs. Okay, so we're going to get this going. We're going to be anywhere between 3 and 4 to get it moving, getting all the butter mixing, and getting our consistency that we need. All right, so as we are mixing this, we are going to start to have everything form and congeal together. I like to take a spatula and start to push everything in there just to make sure it gets incorporated in our stand mixer. Be very, very careful. It could hurt. You could accidentally break this wood. I've done that a couple of times, but again, just make sure that it's starting to mix all the way through, okay, and make it stuck on the blade every little bit. So again, just move it around, make sure that it's unstuck, and then we're going to start adding our eggs here. We're going to crack one, just like so. Drop that in. As this mix, again, we're going to stop it real quick, just to move off of the blade so that we can see it can be mixed well. Okay, I'm going to scrape it a little bit, scrape it off the sides, all around, just like so. And then we're going to keep mixing that as we go. And then we're going to go ahead and add our second egg into the bowl. Get that incorporated. Alright, let's take a look at our cookies. Whoa, man, they look good, but they're going to need a little bit longer than our 14-minute timer, which is going off right now. So, hey Google, cancel. Hey Google, set timer for 2 minutes. I think 2 more minutes is what it needs, and that way they are going to be phenomenally delicious. The peanut butter cookies. All right, it has been 2 minutes. We're going to grab our cookies and bring them on out. Okay, they look kind of like regular ones right now. If you give them a nice good push, they're going to start to ease on down as they cool down on the baking sheet. So those are our peanut butter cookies. They're going to be super, super soft. Okay, we'll take a look at them once they're cool for how awesome they are. Peanut butter cookies, my favorite.